Welcome to the fourth edition of the Leadership Lessons That Will Save Your Career series. Today, I want to pick up a very important theme and a couple of pillars under that theme on how can you as a leader be the culture and not the critic of the team, of the organization, of others around you. But before I get into the video, I want to ask you this question, and I need you to contemplate on this, that what is the value of a leader's conduct? I will come back and address this towards the end of the video, so stay with me and please leave your lessons in the comments below. Now, coming back to our conversation today, being the culture. A leader, his or her words, actions, and everything that you do is being watched constantly. And when some of these things have a pattern, that pattern gets picked up by people around you. Now, you may be surprised that this is not just the team that's picking it up. Your colleagues are picking it up. Sometimes people above you are picking it up. Sometimes it's even the vendor partners and the lines outside your distribution network, etc., which picks up that pattern and starts using that, which is where leaders need to be very careful about the way they conduct themselves, because a lot of that is where the culture is emerging from. Now, I want you to remember two important pillars in this. Pillar number one for you to remember is always choose the culture above your comfort. Now, what this means especially is that in your everyday working, you will have a lot of difficult situations. And in these situations, you will have to speak up when you see that something is off. Somebody is trying to take a shortcut, or somebody is trying to make a certain choice or a certain decision, and it is not in line with the vision, mission, values of the organization, with the code of conduct, with the customer engagement philosophy, with the revenue orientation, and the philosophy of giving back to the community. If you see something like that is off, speak up and correct that, because everything that you're doing is adding up to either the culture becoming great or the culture getting destroyed. If you speak up and take positive action against something that is off, you'll definitely build a culture that will be worth working for. You need to model values and not just work. And these are not just the declared values of the organization, but collective humanistic values that are important for the individual, for the collective group of us who we call the organization, for the system, for consumers. Everyone, you need to hold values as supreme. Remember, when it comes to culture, your silence can make you complicit and destroy the culture, but your voice can build the culture and the future of your people. So always do the very best when it comes to choosing culture. Choose culture and not comfort. And the second pillar that I want to leave with you is that don't outsource difficult conversations. And building culture also entails these difficult conversations. Like in the first part, when I said speak up, sometimes when you speak up, it doesn't just end there. You have to carefully confront people. You have to negotiate. You have to deliberate. You have to help solutions come to a closure without really giving away the ethical, moral, and value-oriented standing of what you need to get done for the organization. Here's where your tough chats will be very important. Yes, you have to do those tough chats with a lot of clean intent, and you have to do it with respectful behaviors. Yes, you have to be clear in what you say, because remember, being clear is kind to others. Any delayed honesty is equal to toxicity. So from today, do not outsource difficult conversations. Have those chats, do them cleanly, do them with responsibility. Be clear in them so that people understand what you really intend to build as a culture. And remember this, that when you avoid addressing something, your team will inherit it. And there are those times when you do make those choices that let's leave this be and let it be. And many times we don't come back and attack those because the situation has passed and you're no more seeing the instances of those. However, the negative instance may have gone away, but the negative behavior will stay with your team. So handle elements of culture exactly when you notice them. And I'll come back now with that to the question that I asked you right at the beginning, which is, so what is the value of leadership conduct? Good conduct is what I mean here. The value of that is you will build the culture and the organization as you deliver results. So literally you are building the organization as you are ensuring that what is built by the organization also circulates in the business. So both of these things, building the organization and built by the organization, have to go in hand, and your leadership conduct is the only thing which can build the organization. So hope you build a great brand and many great brands and many great workplaces. Hope your legacy outlives you.